Good evening, students. So, already in the group, I have sent a PDF form with all the definitions. Those definitions are being taken by like from the Skyward and few from the Ashwatthappa textbook. Girls, if you have the textbook and those definitions, if you can find in the textbook, no need to write. Just mark those definitions and learn, that is, study for the exam. Suppose if you don't have the textbooks, you have to write, or few are there, few are not there, means whichever is not there, you write it and keep it. But anyhow, save that PDF. Okay. Those definitions which I have sent through PDF, that easily you can understand if you go through. For that reason only I didn't explain. Suppose if you need the explain, please send it through Preeti or Kasturi, so that I will explain and I will send one video about that. But right now I am going to take Consumer Protection Council. So it is very important 15 mark question. That is all the three together. From here you can able to see that I have shown you that it is a 3-tier system. All the three together, if they are asking, it will come in 14 marks. Separately they will ask you in 6 marks. So many times in the question paper it has asked, more importance you have to give it here, Consumer Protection Council. Now we'll start with that. So if you see Consumer Protection Council, mainly why they have established is in order to protect the consumer interest. Already in the first, that is yesterday's video, I have made the rights. In order to protect that rights only, or in order to make them aware for that, or if there is any grievances, if there is any problem with the products that you purchase, somewhere you have to go and report. Already yesterday itself I told that in that normal court you cannot go, already it has been dumped. For that reason only grievances, redressal commissions and all they have. So for that reason only they have appointed Consumer Protection Councils. So this Consumer Protection Council, it is a 3-tier system. 3-tier means divided into 3 parts. The first one is consumer, that is central level, state level and district level. At 3 levels you have. Whatever at the central level you have, you will call it as Central Consumer Protection Council, and at state level you will call it as State Consumer Protection Council, and at district level you will call it as District Consumer Protection Council. So today we will see about Central Consumer Protection Council. So Central Consumer Protection Council, the sections are from 4 to 6. 7 and 8 it will come under State Protection Council. So here if you see, when it has established, that is the first point. So the establishment is like, there will be, that is the central government shall give the notification with effect from such date, which effect from such date, there will be a notification from the central level. So if they give any notification in the gazette, in the official gazette of the central government, then Central Consumer Protection Council has been established from that date. So specifically there is no date. So if you want a central level, means at central level as Consumer Protection Council should be there, means notification will be given by the central government in the official gazette. So this is regarding establishment, it covers section 4. Now next one is, in the council, in the central level, you will have some members. You should have a chairman, all those things. So that it covers, that also it covers under section 4 only. What is that is, the central council shall consist of following members. Who are they? That is, you will have one chairman, one vice chairman. Actually totally if you see, the members are 150. That how it has been delegated, that only I am going to tell you in the second point. So one chairman I said you. So one chairman means, who is that one chairman? He will be the minister in charge of consumer affairs in the central government. Whoever is the person who is in charge for consumer affairs in the central government, he will be the chairman of Central Consumer Protection Council. Then second one, apart from chairman, you will have other members. That other members may be officially or non-officially representing the interest as may be prescribed. That means what? Officially or non-officially representing means, that is whether they will be in the council or not, whatever it might be, they will be representing only the central council on behalf of protecting the consumer interest. Next one is number of members. So already I told you that you will have a group of 150 members. In that, one person will be the chairman. That is what again I have written. That is of the organization, one person will be the chairman and other member councils will be there. So who's the chairman means that is the central minister, whoever is being in charge for the consumer affairs, he will be the chairman, and the minister who is responsible in the state for the Department of Civil Supplies, he will be the vice chairman. So again I have repeated here, there in the first slot I have told about the minister and other members. Minister will be from the Central Ministry of Consumer Affairs, and other members who are there, that only one by one I am telling you in the second video. So who are they is, so vice chairman, he will be from the Ministry of State, who is related to the or responsible to the Department of Civil Supplies. And apart from this vice chairman and chairman, you have 8 MPs. Who are the 8 MPs is 5 from Lok Sabha they will take and 3 from Rajya Sabha. And you will have 1 commissioner for SC and ST separately. And you will have 20 representatives of central government departments who is going to take care of consumer interest. Then at least 20 representatives of the consumer organization. So consumer organization, if it is there means from the organization you will have 20 representatives. Then at least 10 representatives of women means that is female workers will be 10. And 20 representatives from the field of farmers, trade and industries, and 15 members capable of representing the consumer interest. Capable of representing the consumer interest means that is if any problem related to the consumers, then 15 members are there at central level, so that they will take the in charge and they will be representing on behalf of the consumer. Because consumer, if they hesitate, if they cannot come directly means, then through this 15 members also they can come. Then next one is the secretary in the Central Department of Civil Supplies shall also be the secretary of Central Council. So you will have chairman, vice chairman, 8 MPs, that is 5 from Lok Sabha and 3 from Rajya Sabha. One person will be as commissioner working for specially for SC and ST. 20 representatives of central government who is going to protect the consumer interest. 10 will be female workers, 20 will be from the consumer organization, 20 representatives from the farmers, trade and industries, 15 from representing consumer interest. Apart from all this, you will have one secretary who will be in the Central Department of Civil Supplies. So he will be working as a secretary of the Central Council. So whatever in the first 2 slides I have given you, that is about section 4. Now section 5. What is section 5 is? Procedure for meetings of the central government. What is the procedure, exact procedure for meeting the central government, that we are going to see. So the central government shall meet whenever it is necessary, but at least one meeting should be there. Should be held every year. So in a year, one meeting should be there. That is compulsory. Apart from that, if it is necessary, whenever they want, they can meet. Then next one is the central government, like for this meeting, they have to give a notice. They have to inform the members at least before 10 days. That I have not written here. While listening it, please make a note of it. That is a meeting, it should be held once in a year. And apart from that, whenever it is necessary, they will be having a meeting. But that meeting, when they are having, at least they should inform the members before 10 days. And here they have given the central council shall meet such time and places, that is whatever the place or the time, everything will be decided by the chairman only in this regard. And what we are going to discuss, everything, the procedure, the transaction, whatever it might be, everything will be decided by the chairman only. That is the second point. So these two are important for the procedure for meetings. That is section 5. Now section 6 is what? Section 6 is objectives of central council. What are all the objectives is the same rights whatever I have given in yesterday's clip, the first one, the objectives, the same rights you have to repeat here in the objects of central council. So I think I have already explained that, so that's why I am not explaining it now. So that is only the objectives of central council, section 6, that is. So here the last one also I have given about the rights only, which I have already told in the third slide, that already I have given it the same thing only, and even I have explained there itself, so you can go through that. So with this, Central Consumer Protection Council comes to an end. Normally we will call it this as CCPC, that means Central Consumer Protection Council. So that is the short form for this, CCPC. So tomorrow we will see about the state and the district together, and one more I have, redressal commissions. So maybe by 2 to 3 days I will be completing this chapter, and we will go to 4th chapter. So it's a kind request from my side that please students, write whatever I am teaching, daily listen to it, because I find many they are not doing it. So please go through it, because at the time of examination it will be very difficult. Thank you, students.